Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 414. We are coming to you live back from NYC. As you can tell, we are back in the den. We got a heck ton of laundry we have to do. I have that weird song, Funky Cold Medina, running through my head right now, but yeah, they're just the funky part. It has been an amazing trip for SmartCon, the Chainlink Hackathon, and pregame. Got to meet amazing people. Barcelona was wonderful. Got to have a great time with a lot of people from the Tron community. See my Moonbeam family, and then a huge shout out to the rest of my Stella Swap team that are out in London right now for the final day of Zebu Live. And so that's another amazing conference going on right now. So it has been a great week. We've been off a little bit on both like the video and the Twitter space at the same time, just because, I will be honest, cell phone service is like at 3G speeds. So that can lead for not the greatest stuff at doing Twitter, hosting a space and running video at the same time. But we are back, and we are back stateside. So we're going to be getting that together. We still have to pull our old camera out and everything like that. So we are actually trying to dig for that on the side right now while we run this space. But there's just some things that we wanted to cover and touch on real quick. But number one thing that we are happy for, and this is a weird thing, we get to get rid of this plug for now. This was the most annoying plug to plug into things than anything. So yeah, we get to go away from this and back to our standard plug. Makes us happy. Makes plugging into things a lot better. It's just, these plugs are interesting, So huge shout out to Easy Peasy Things. But there's been a lot going on, and we want to sort of cover them all or talk on them for just a second, as we sort of get reacquainted. We were in zone land, getting here back from the airport and stuff like that after travel, and it was like we are going to have a good time sleeping tonight, because it was a very interesting time. We could see from a lot of different things. Oh, there we go. We're back. All right. The other camera brings on some more brightness, I guess, but we'd rather you see the mess of the man den. The man corner, I guess you could say. But as always, huge shout out to I Love Gala Music, hashtag hire me bucks. That's not just a hashtag for nothing. But we got to interview a lot of cool projects, a lot in the infrastructure and security side, some projects that are building institutional tools. And I think I have found out my new slogan for hackathons. I am bullish on builders. I get to play builder as well. I say play just because compared to a lot of the people I know, and the people I meet, it's like I'm a monkey typing away on a keyboard. Heck, not even that, like with a stick. And these men, women, boys, and girls, just and everyone in between those categories, just amazing. And I just, they're just not recognized enough for their talent. And so one of the things that I'm really going to be working on doing is not only bringing more provider coverage on protocols and stuff like that, like we have been doing, but digging more deep during like hackathons, introducing you to builders, and why they do what they do. And one of the great things about that is just the part of my piece towards, giving voice to the voiceless in a way. And that seems an odd thing, why would you choose hackers and stuff like that? A lot of us are, and builders are introverts. Find solace because code is clean and but doing great things. And then there's a lot of people that are extroverts in one way, introverts in others, and so just being able to introduce them to the world, I think does a really good thing, and we carry that terminology, hackers, and yeah. So some quick house cleaning. Just want to shout out to everyone out on YouTube, everyone out on Twitter, and LinkedIn as well. I don't get to see who the message is from, but got a Miss You Taco message. So thank you, mysterious LinkedIn user. And then also want to shout out to our entire Unlonely family. There's been some amazing stuff going on. And then, Unlonely is pushed out onto Warpcaster. So there's been really some fun stuff. I think there's been like Degen, live streaming or something like that, that some of the guys and gals have put together in the hot seat. And, I was asked if I wanted to be on that show, and I never responded. I think I geeked out on that. I thought that was sort of hilarious. But then at the same time, also want to shout out to everyone joining us via Twitch. And soon we actually have a partnership with a new streaming channel as well. So going to make sure that all works and goes through. So, we are pushing video to 7 sources right now, and while running a live Twitter space. So just coming out of, day of travel, there's some big stuff in the news. But yeah, one of the most coolest things I got while I was away is this box that I wanted to sort of unwrap. Not on the title because it wasn't, planned. I barely ever do anything planned, and if I do plan it, it does not stick through. But this is from Demo. We've talked about Demo. We've been using Demo for years, and we got the new car package. So drive to earn is what I have to say with that. And so we are going to do a full unboxing piece. We're not even going to open the box yet, but that is our new demo. I always, yeah. So yay. Some cool stuff there. And that really wraps up some of that cool tech stuff there. All in one nice package and box. You're also going to see coming up, we're going to be doing our Tangem wallet. So huge shout out to Tangem, and huge shout out to American Airlines for the tastiest little caramels. Mm, 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 mm. I just got to laugh a little bit as we are, running this space on video, have closed captioning on Twitter just to make sure that there's a live data stream on that. All those little hums and all showed up as auto text, as hums. Thank you. That made my day. All right. So we see the market's going up. It looks like Bitcoin has reached a new resistance level and is staying above, it's hitting the marker points for a lot of people in that 28,000 range. So it looks like it's found lower tier resistance, meaning it won't drop below around that 27.5. For the traders out there, for those that like long positions, you know me, I am a longs man. This is the time to where take a little bit, and leverage it long with 2/3 more usually as margin is my formula and stuff like that. That allows you to have those drop sale ratio at the bottom, so your liquidation point is protected. But I think right now when it comes to this is the heavy thing where traders always talk, nothing you're more willing to lose. Now I feel like there's two different types of crypto in a way. Stuff you buy and hold, and then leverage trading. And people are always, on both sides, they're like nothing more than you're willing to risk to lose. Now, if you're buying protocol tokens or just straight up buying, pretty good. If you spent 6 months ago, you spent $17,000. In 7 months, it would have grown $10,000 for just buying one token. But with leverage, there's a lot of fluidity to the market. There's a lot of fluctuation to people that just come out of nowhere. And then what's really horrible too is on the side of, hacks and stuff like that, people then work to push, and just dump what they've stolen. And so it can cause some market pieces there. So always be careful, keep your eye on it. And was in a great space this morning with Leap. So huge shout out to Leap. And it was sort of talking about, the future of metaversing, going and being in the metaverse. I guess I just made a word that does not sound good. Tacoisms. I just made another one. The big purpose piece on this is, where we're at right now is not where we're going to be. We see, as much as I dislike talking about Meta, aka Facebook and stuff like that, what they're doing with the AR goggles or glasses, I guess, Ray-Bans, they're doing AR overlay, which is being touted with all the praise that Google Glasses was doing 8 years ago. Same concerns now. Everywhere you look, there's going to be like an ad overlay. The biggest question is, how is that any different than now? Is it going to just be an ad over an ad? It might be. This is a weird thing, but like, let's say you're looking at a Starbucks ad at a store. You know how they have those little rollout things that they put on the sidewalk, and they say like today's specials. What happened if your glasses recognize that special and says, "Taco, come get your venti caramel frappuccino, extra ice cream, extra ice, double blended, double shot espresso ad for $1 off." Targeted ad spaces and stuff like that, we'll start to see more and more of that start to happen. This will be the new thing, where the big question is, this was a conversation had 9 months ago, 10 months ago about metaverse and ads, was the advent of NPCs within the metaverse as, conversational tools. Now we're starting to see AI modals being put in as NPCs. And we really had this conversation was not people you're having conversations with directly, but conversations you overhear. Now, if you're overhearing these conversations, is it still an ad? But so targeted ad placement in that aspect. What happens if you walk past um, some city and there's a car on the street and there's a individual talking to someone else? Oh yeah, I really like my Ford F1 Taurus, and that is not a real Ford, but I'm just making that up for a name. I really like how, like, it's this, it's 6-speed engine. I get great gas mileage in it. That's why I decided to put it in the metaverse with me, and the safety features, yada, 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 and like someone's responding back. And this is just a conversation you hear while you're walking, running through the city, burning, setting something on fire, building, destroying, or going to a meeting. Now, that was a placement you just heard. The high possibility of that being a placement, an ad placement, it's just that conversational piece. So there's a lot of worries about that. And so I think the fact that we're already looking at how to place ads there means that we're on the right track, and so yeah. But we want to follow suit real quick with the title of this show, as we get ready to wrap it up for tonight's quick bite. NYC, we are back in NYC. We've just arrived back from Barcelona. An amazing time. We have some really cool project interviews coming up. Number one interview that I really want everyone to be looking out for, and you will see it shortly, is October 10th. We will be interviewing my DAO. We were supposed to do that on the 6th, but due to Adam's schedule, had an emergency, couldn't do it. And that's good, because we wouldn't have been able to give it the best space it needed. I think this really makes it for a better time. But really excited to see how that comes about. One of the things with that is we'll be talking about some of the legal sides of things. So if you have questions about DAO formation and legal structure, please bring them. If you're just wanting to learn more and get some more information, please come on in. Then SBF trials, we I think we're going to be a Degen, and we're going to go to court on Monday. That's what we're going to do. I believe that this is one of the most important hearings that we will see in a while. Both what it will expose, what it will show internally, the expectations, especially as we've seen some of the emails from Sam's father come out and surface. The fact that, compliance officers, knew about the, backdoor threats, and no one ever did anything. And where the buck stopped, hand over fist, in conjunction with Alameda Research, as they were pricing tokens and killing chains, killing tokens that didn't align with their investors and such like that they didn't get in early on enough. They literally just killed the price of it, and so I think that this is going to be a really interesting piece. So we are going to be there, because it is a courthouse. We are not going to be going in full regalia. We will maybe carry a couple of our press badges and stuff like that. Maybe keep those hidden away. I don't know, public versus press type of thing. But we really want to see what happens. And I think that this will be a good time to just sort of rest, relax. Sitting in a courthouse is resting and relaxing, I guess, these days, because that's just great. So yeah, But I really hope that you guys are able to follow along what's going on. I know this is just like rehashing old Band-Aid stuff, but the amount of work that the DOJ has done on peeling and unraveling this onion or onions will be really good for the community, bringing light to a lot of stuff. And it will show a lot of the dirty side of crypto, not intentionally dirty. Don't get me wrong there, but the expectations in the work life and the bro culture and a lot of the stuff that we're trying to address and make better and do better. But the fact that there's not, it's like, I was with one company, huge company for a minute, and like they didn't even have their own internal email system. They're having to use a Gmail account for like company business. Not because like they were trying to do anything nefarious in any way, shape, or form, but because like no one had thought to set that up. It was like 5 dudes in a basement, and they're like, "Yeah, let's build a cell. Okay, here, email." And so it's once you get to a point, it's just sort of hard to follow back through. And then just add another email account on top of all your other email accounts. That was just, yeah. So there was that piece there. Then Bitcoin, like I said, I was a silly goose Thursday. Went riding around biking, stopped at a couple computer labs and dropped off flyers with, for Quai Network, for anyone, that does Bitcoin mining or wanting to interest in what to mine next, type of thing. Then literally for about 3 hours total, walked the beach trying to give away Bitcoin. Not a lot, you'll laugh, 50 sats. But actually I was giving away a total of 75 sats. 50 sats to download the user app, which is the Bitcoin education, and we'll post the link for that down below. And then my referral code gives someone 50 sats, for signing up to start learning to educate. Because it's built on Lightning Network, you also need a good Lightning wallet of Satoshi. So they have to get to like level 2 to get the 50 sats. Because once they get to level 2, they get 50 sats and I get 50 sats. But what I was doing is for them downloading the wallet of Satoshi as well, I was sending them 25 sats right away. So at the end of the day, I was making, 25 sats, and they were making 75 for just starting to learn about Bitcoin. And so I was having fun with that. That was a blast. It's sort of hilarious. I remember a friend who used to do the $20 or 1 Bitcoin videos, and literally walking around college campuses. And this was when like Bitcoin was like around $3,000-4,000 or so, and yeah, it's crazy. So there's that. Cigars. Oh my gosh. As soon as this space is done, we are going to go have a cigar. We were able to find some cool stuff in Barcelona, and wanted to treat ourselves. But yeah, next up we have a New York Tech Week. We're going to be here. There's going to be some amazing events. Have some cool meetings lined up with some amazing VCs that we're going to add to our Rolodex. And though I haven't talked to my co-founder or partner or my CTO, I think TacoBytes 0x Degens might make a little bit of a shift. Because, right now we add services like, maybe we just bring it down to like this. as a service, and then like have like consulting over here for like hourly stuff, you know, because a lot of the stuff get done super quick. So I have to figure that one out, and you know, dance about around the room with that one. Um, just because what I'm able to do doesn't mean it's worth it time wise. I think, I don't know. I want to narrow my scope. Um, so then that way, because I one of the things, you know, really learned, um, you know, a lot of projects have great teams. I think marketing and raising funds, I think, rather than any of the tech, and then just the tech integration stuff, consulting side of things. So I think that's going to be really cool. And I'm really excited about that. I have to talk to my partners about that, make sure that they're on board with that. And yeah, you know, um, it is the way. So with that, we are going to close out today. Couple things: make sure you go step into your next start of your Soulflare wallet journeys, check in on your tip coin, and oh my gosh, you guys need to yeah, there's some cool stuff. But Stars Arena, Bitcoin Community, Friend Tech, and Frenzy, um, some cool stuff happening there. But yeah, we will be talking about some of these new layer ones that are coming out, and that we got introduced to. And what can I say without giving it away? What would you do if there was some fuel on your fire? Yeah. How much brighter would you burn if fuel was added to your fire? Um, that there's some cool stuff going on, and we really hope that everyone is really happy about it. We hope that you all have a great day. And so we're going to end this space like we always do, with our words of wisdom and the best worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. We want to thank everyone for joining us today. Um, love out to everyone on Unlonely, everyone that's joining us out from Twitter, Telegram, Twitch, Discord, YouTube channel 1, YouTube channel 2, and LinkedIn. We love bringing this daily news to you, and we're going to have some fun with that. So with that, as always, a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity, opportunity cannot come a knocking. And if opportunity does come a knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we end. Huge shout out and love to Liam. But we end with the best, worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. I hope you are all ready for this, because this joke is done out of love, and for those that come before us and those that will come after us. We got to respect the past, and those that inspire us, that cause us to do stuff and continuously do it. There's the stupidest, weirdest ways that we can give acknowledgement and thanks to that. So with that, this is what we do. And yeah, knock knock. Who's there?